Hi guys, thanks for tuning in. Please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos. A woman has come forward claiming to have been raped by Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth, almost 20 years ago. He was convicted of the crime many years ago, but he has publicly claimed that he is innocent. The alleged rape victim is speaking out in a video detailing what happened the day of the incident between she and Kenneth. The woman also claims that Nicki called her personally and offered her $20,000 to lie and say that she was never raped. Now, the account she gives is very detailed. She does not show her face during the video. She says the reason she's released the video is because she's been living with the effects of the situation for nearly 26 years, since 1994. She was on her way to school and she and Kenny met at the bus stop. She says she knew him from the neighborhood and their mothers used to run the streets together. She described him as a bum who rarely attended school and hung out on the streets and was a drug dealer. Which is why on the day of the alleged rape, when he told her he was on his way to school, she knew he was lying. Somehow they end up back at his home. She doesn't say exactly how. She then says he forced her to his home and violated her. Afterwards, she went to school and reported it. She had cuts on her face and stomach. He was arrested after she told the police where he lived. Now, the woman said she lived with a foster family and they didn't want any problems, and they listened to what Kenny's parents had to say. She says they lied to her foster parents and told them that she and Kenny were dating. She also said she had been molested since the age of 4 by individuals in that household, and she didn't want to tell her foster parents because it was always her fault. In 2018, he surfaced with Nicki Minaj, and she made a post that they were together in a relationship, Kenneth and the woman, and that they were 15 and 16 at the time when they were both actually 16. She said she had been contacted by a blog but didn't speak on Kenny because her story had already been told. She says that Nicki should not speak on a situation she knows nothing about, and that she should just accept her man and love him. She doesn't know Nicki and she's never met her. Take a listen at how the offer of $20,000 came about and how she feared for her and her family's safety.
In March of 2020, I got a call from a mutual friend of Kenneth and my brother, and he said that he could connect me to them and make this go away. And when he said he could connect me to them, meaning Nicki and Kenny, and when he said he could make this go away, I thought the agreement was going to be, if I don't speak to anybody about them, they wouldn't speak to anybody about me. End of story. Well, that's not what happened. What happened was this mutual person offered me $20,000 to write a letter stating that I lied about what I did. I lied about Kenny assaulting me. And I didn't want to do it. I got a phone call from Nicki Minaj herself saying that she got word that I was willing to help them out in this situation because, you know, Kenny had got arrested for not registering in the state of California, and going state charges, and then he got out, and then federal charges were brought up on him. So she said that she could send her publicist, Joe, out to where I was living at the time. I have since moved multiple times since then, but that she can send Joe out, her publicist Joe, out to meet with me and talk with me about the situation. After that phone call with Nicki, the only contact I had was from street goons. I think she has somebody in her camp called Ganks. He was contacting family members. There was a lot of numbers as far as money being offered, but it was never offered from Nicki and it was never offered from Kenny personally. It was just people speaking on behalf of Kenny. I have since had the U.S. Marshals come track me down because they got word that I was being harassed to recant my story. I have moved since March. I have moved 4 times due to people approaching my children, My daughter was out one night with some friends at a club, and some random guy approached her talking about he knows who she is, and he knows who her mother is, so she must know who Zoo is. She got really afraid and she ran. I honestly, truly do not care what happens between Nicki and whoever she chooses to marry or be with. If they're happy, I want them to be happy. I just want them to leave me alone. I want his lawyers to stop calling me. I want people to stop harassing me. I have since heard that that because I chose not to take the money that they offered, that they are offering that money for my head. I have no true knowledge of how real this is, but I was offered to be put in witness protection, but that would mean that I would be away from all of my family and my children, and I chose not to do that.
She also went on to say how she's being looked at as a liar, and people are saying that she ruined his life, but that her life was the one that was ruined and altered, having to relocate, amongst other things, over the years. She also said that his attorneys are going to court the new year to try to have his sex offense charge dropped, and they should not try to contact her. She's not willing to lie for him, and if she's called to testify, she will tell the truth. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys real soon in the next video. Bye.